Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Bienvenido al canal. I'm practicing very slowly, we're getting there. Anyway, today I wanted to talk to you guys about our experience so far in San Luis Potosi. As you guys have noticed, if you've been following the channel, my wife and I have been getting around, we've been meeting our friends, we've been experiencing the culture over here. Every single state in Mexico is different, so San Luis Potosi is no exception. But it is exceptional. Many different states in Mexico are going to give you different feels, different vibes, and all that stuff. The vibe that we've seen here is very, very city-like. So my wife and I are coming from New York, United States. So we're used to kind of like a cold demeanor coming from people very business-oriented and stuff like that. We kind of do see that here. Not to say that the people aren't very, very nice. The people are nice.
Oh, it's just, I don't know. People in here are very rude. Like,
okay.
Maybe with, I don't know. Like, even when they drive and stuff, they're
yes.
very, very rude.
Very rude.
Yeah. I don't know, that's something that I don't like about here.
Okay.
People, they don't even say like good morning and stuff. And
right.
if you say it, it's like I know
right.
you. Yeah. I don't
right.
to know you. Yeah. Be polite, you know? Right.
It's true, it's true.
It's very true.
In the other towns that we've been in, much more friendly, much more welcoming and loving.
Yeah.
And over here, I think because it's a little bit of a bigger city than the other places, maybe people are more cold. Like in New York, people are very rude, very cold, very nasty. And over there, nobody's gonna say good morning to you.
Yeah.
So we've seen more niceness, more kindness here than in New York, but still over here is a lot more rude or cold than other states in Mexico. A lot of the smaller towns that we've visited, we've that don't get because we don't like touristy towns. We want to go to real Mexican towns. So a lot of the towns that we visited, they usually don't get tourists, and we've seen a lot of love from people, like people who don't speak English. They'll talk to us anyway, and we'll be trying They try.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to know, can we park our car here in another town? It was a small town. We asked the man, can we park here? He spent 10 minutes trying to figure out what you say. But you can see more of a city vibe. Now this city, if you've been following the walking tours that we've been doing, it's unlike many other Mexico cities because it is very built up and it seems like they're expanding drastically. The streets are very well paved, the sidewalks are very well maintained, the roadways are very well maintained. It is extremely clean and there's very little dust compared to many other dusty areas. San Luis is so well manicured. Now keep in mind, San Luis is huge. You're talking about a major industrial city. And even though it is industrial, even the industrial areas are very well maintained, very well kept, and the streets seem safe and clean. Something that I must mention is coming from the United States, the prices here in San Luis when compared to not only the United States, but also other states in Mexico, such as León, Guanajuato, La Paz, even San Miguel. The prices here in San Luis Potosi are extremely high. Is it expensive here, in your opinion?
Expensive? Well, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well, in Mexico City, it's actually a little bit cheaper than here. Yeah, well, when you go to buy stuff and buy, it's a little bit expensive.
Very, very expensive. Not a cheap place to live by any means. Now, of course, a lot of that money is probably going into maintaining the city. The city is very well maintained. It feels like you are in a very clean, safe, business-like environment. And so it makes sense that the prices are higher here because to maintain such a high caliber of living, you are going to need the citizens to pay more. So it is definitely not cheap here. My wife and I love to go out to eat. We've been in many different places in Mexico, and you could fill up a table with food for about 10 people. From appetizers to desserts, you can fill up a table in some cities for like $30 US. Over here, the prices are bordering on much closer to US prices. Now, the real estate from what we've been seeing is reasonably priced, but it is far from cheap, let me tell you. Even though this place is very well manicured, very beautiful, very clean, very safe, from what we can see so far, extremely safe, to be honest with you. This city is not like Pueblo Magico. It's not like a beautiful, magical type of a city. So for example, if you went to Guanajuato, you'd be walking into like Disney World, really. I mean, the architecture is magnificent. The people are dressed up and stuff like that. Even if you went to another major city like Morelia, even though that's not considered to be a magic city, the architecture is much more, how do you say, old world architecture, old world feel, stuff like that. So this city specifically stands out in more of a neutral way. It's not like overly magical, we'll use that word, magical. It's not overly magical and it's not underly magical. It's kind of just neutral. And that's kind of nice in a way. You're not looking at any ugly types of scenery, gorgeous trees, well manicured streets and blocks, and the flowers are gorgeous and stuff like that. But it lacks that kind of like, I don't know, that spark that a lot of other cities do have. That uniqueness. It lacks a uniqueness. It's very clean, very gorgeous, very expensive, but it does lack kind of like an old world feel that gives kind of like a spark and a magic to the whole place. Now, we're going to be actually going to Guadalajara very soon. So I look forward to updating you on that city. If you guys have any questions about the city that we can kind of answer, please let us know. We'll do our very best. You know, we're not the best travel channel. We're not trying to be. We're simply documenting, mostly for family and friends who want to know, and also for you guys who may be able to find some value in what we're doing. Anyway, be safe, guys. Talk soon. Catch you all at the next video.